Forever. Dog.
Look, man. Where? Oh, I see. My, oh, my. Bowen, look over there. Wow, is that culture? Yes. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
Las Culturistas.
Ding dong, Las Culturistas calling.
And, here's the thing, guys. Phase 2 of Project Chartoperation is commencing.
Is in effect. We're launching phase 2 of Chartoperation. Ooh.
Yes, honey.
If you guys don't remember, Chartoperation was our big campaign to get to, I think it was some arbitrary number, like 300 reviews on
I'm
on
tired of not
podcasts.
being in the top 10 comedy podcasts.
Well,
I'm tired
babe,
of it. I'm tired.
You know, all it takes is really for us to be featured in the new and noteworthy, and I don't know if we're either of those anymore.
Well, what do we have to do to let everyone
I
know
don't know.
we are noteworthy? I guess we're no longer new, huh?
It's literally some guy at iTunes named Peter. I don't know what their
let's
name
call
is.
him Peter.
I don't know what their name is or their gender, but I think it's literally up to like one person is the gatekeeper to all of that.
Well,
and
we need to figure out what their interests
know
are
what?
and manipulate them.
No, I'm not one for like being too politicky with these people.
In politics, you have to do whatever it takes. That's actually rule of culture number 14. In politics, you have to do whatever it takes.
That's true. And
And
so
I am willing to go do up to a certain amount of physical
and also actually
and sexual. I'll say it right here.
No.
I'll get sexual to get us on the new and noteworthy.
you're saying this on August 21st to 2018, the day, speaking of sex and politics, the day that we find out that Donald Trump directly violated campaign finance laws. So no, you do not do whatever it takes, because people who do whatever it takes end up being president and should be impeached and go to prison. So I reject that rule. This is history.
How do you know that I wouldn't be able to get out of even the
No, it's
situation
not about
that Trump
getting
is
out
in?
of that.
I would
not-
never stop fucking.
The only thing that we have to focus on here, I'm sorry that we're just making this a little bit topical. Ever since the Omarosa episode, we are a political podcast.
We're a political podcast now. It's actually rule of culture number 3. This is a political podcast now.
So I have to say that yes, we're in phase 2 of Project Chartoperation. It's really terrible.
Chartoperation.
It does not roll off the tongue, but
eat the syllables.
if you would be so kind, especially if you're a new listener, if you would be so kind as to give us a 5-star review and rating, and then review us with some words, we would love that. And actually, what we're going to do is and be honest, because we encourage honesty, and we're actually going to read a bitingly honest critique.
We love this review.
It's really good
because it's a dead-on review.
and they really they hold us accountable for our shit.
And that's exactly right. They held us accountable, but they also gave us the props.
They gave us the props, but they balanced that with some venom.
And here she blow.
So this is from
here she blow.
Jean Guenet Ramsey. Okay, too soon.
Okay.
But the title is Of Corks, You Should Listen. They gave us 4 stars.
Okay.
4.
Let's find out why we lost a star.
Here we go. Such a great podcast. Although, like all great Real Housewives and drag queens, as soon as they got a little bit gay famous, they convinced themselves that the world wants to hear them sing. But karaoke is easy enough to skip over, and it's worth a bit of scrubbing to bask in the wit and banter. Matt and Bowen have a sparkling tension.
Oh, bitch.
But you can tell they really love and respect each other. Parentheses. Think later episodes of Feud, Betty and Joan, but with less testosterone.
Comedy.
Earlier episodes benefit from a bit more focus on the central question of the show, what was the most formative culture in your development, and a bit less focus on what the title of the episode will be. Similarly, the I Don't Think So Honey segment began as a gutsy and hilarious indictment of cultural wrongs, but has lately lost steam, becoming a litany of minor inconveniences that happen to either host on the way to the studio. Nevertheless, there's charm in spades, and the guests are exciting, fresh, and rarely straight white men. It's a podcast that sounds like the future of comedy. Oh, that's very nice. Definitely listen. Wow. It has it all, and I really respect the hell out of Jean Guenet Ramsey.
I just want to say, I want to threaten all the listeners right now. If you want us to stop singing, we will.
We will.
And then you'll never hear us sing again, and that's a threat.
That's I think for me it's like it's a condition. It's an agreeable condition. But this is all to say, leave us a review. Be as honest as you want. If you hate this, if you hate us, leave a review. If it's a complicated love, leave a review. Whatever it is, please be sure to qualify it by writing some words like Jean Guenet Ramsey did. It's so fun.
Yeah,
we enjoy reading them.
Speaking of podcast hosts who often sing on their podcast,
we have a special guest
We have
in the
a
studio.
special guest in the studio, and it's amazing when a podcast crossover happens.
Yes, and
Very rare, but very rare.
but we're honoring this one because she really she cast a net by saying, I'm going to be in New York. What podcast should I do? And then people recommended us. And
I think it's a natural pick.
our good Judy over at Earwolf, Lauren Lapkus, gave us a big sort of endorsement. And
Yes.
if Lauren's going to vouch for this guest, then, why not have her on?
She's the host of Natch Beaut.
And a fantastic podcast.
Fabulous.
You know what?
And also, you can have more than one interest and get your life on this.
Oh, my God.
I feel like if your one interest we're just giving you culture.
Yes.
No. No. She's giving you culture, beauty,
Yes.
comedy,
Veganism. I want to talk about this.
Also music.
She is truly so multi-talented, and she does something that I don't think either of us can do, to be honest.
Well, let's hear it.
She can hold space.
Her
up
breath
top.
underwater for a long time. I can do that.
That, and she can hold the space up top in the opening block by herself and just want on and be compelling, and that is a skill.
That was a very backhanded compliment.
I'm saying neither of us can do that.
You want to test me?
No, okay.
You want to take me outside and see how long I can talk?
You want to bump?
You want to bump?
You want
or
to bump?
something?
I'll meet
Do
you
want to
wherever the
bump?
fuck.
I will be.
Do you want to bump?
Do you want to bump? I will meet you wherever and talk.
I want to bump with our guest
Me
in the
too.
best way possible. So please welcome our guest,
Jackie Johnson, the Natch Beaut.
Pass me a bump, honey.
Pass me a bump.
Coke.
Let's get wild.
Let's all do coke.
I've only
Yes.
done coke once.
I've never.
Here's the thing, and this is an LA girl who's only done coke one time. You've escaped coke in a coke city.
I've seen a lot of it around me, if I'm being honest.
Sure.
But a lot of comedians are poor and they don't afford coke.
This
you know?
And
is real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it in London when I was 22 years old.
Okay,
Wow.
and never going back.
In the back of a club.
Never going
Off
back.
of an Oyster card.
Okay, and then
Ooh.
and then
I
just,
know.
and then describe the rest of it. What was the? Give us the rundown.
I hated it, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
You have to snort it, and my nostrils
God.
and my nasal cavity was fucked up for a month.
That's the part that
No.
gets me. I don't
Honey,
want to
I don't think
snort.
so.
I don't think so, honey.
Yeah.
Snorting
No.
my drug.
No,
Yeah.
not for me.
I would swallow my drug. I would, I would obviously smoke my drug.
Right. We have the technology now where we don't have to do that.
I love a good
Yeah.
tincture.
I love a tincture.
I love a
What's
tincture.
What's tincture?
It's like
You
a
drop it
little
under
liquid.
your tongue
Yeah.
and it just absorbs into your body.
Okay.
I love a good CBD tinct.
Oh God. I see.
I need to be
This
more-
is the summer of CBD. I think.
It sure is.
Yeah.
They're
Everyone's
putting
been
it in
talking about
kombucha now. They're putting it in
Yes.
boba tea.
Love that. Oh, there's boba, CBD boba.
In LA, I don't know
Love
about this
that.
city, but
and this
in
is just
LA,
like marijuana.
It's
Well,
not.
there's no
it's not-
psychoactive effect.
So CBD is different from THC in that CBD is a little bit more. Oh God, I'm pretending like I know the chemistry of this.
Same.
It's not. Yeah, it's what Jackie was saying. It's not a psychoactive. It's more about just the anti-anxiety.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's for pain relief.
It's a relaxer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I like
Yeah.
that. That to me pairs well with an iced tea.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, CBD. I guess CBD and indica are sort of in the same. Think of them in the same way. They're not. I'm not fully making them equivalent, but that's the
I
deal.
can think of them that way.
Because indica will fuck you up.
Indica will make me
shuts me
put me in a
down.
coma.
Shuts me down,
Yeah,
babe.
that can be helpful in certain situations.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
If you need some rest,
That's 100%
just
true.
turn the mind off. Take a nap.
Take a nappy.
I can remember being right out of college or at the end of college and just thinking, oh, if I want to go to bed, I'll smoke weed and just get whatever getting my hands on smoking and then being up until 4 a.m. and wondering why.
God.
But it also it affects you for days. For me, I'm very delicate.
Sure.
I'm a very feminine, delicate woman.
Yes,
if you
of
could
course.
see that.
Yeah,
She's only
yes.
3 inches tall.
She's only 3 inches
So
tall.
tiny.
Yeah.
I'm sitting
Yeah.
on a bunch of phone
Yes.
yellow pages.
She's
Oh my
sitting
God.
on the yellow pages, which we had.
Being
a ton of them.
Being tiny
Yeah.
and sitting on a bunch of yellow pages is what being a woman is all about.
That's what a woman is all about.
That
or,
is-
or at least a woman in the entertainment industry.
That is femininity.
That's beautiful femininity.
That is beautiful femininity.
beautiful, modern, tiny.
Okay, let's get into this conversation about beauty
Yes.
because and but let me ask this: what is the thing about reconciling drugs and beauty is so interesting to me, right? Because on the one hand, you would think most substances counteract that, and
Right.
so I don't know, is there responsible drug use while also putting beauty as your top priority?
I think it's all self-care and balance. And a lot of people self-medicate in many ways
Yes.
with many substances, liquids, etc. And if you can handle it, then do you relax, do what you need to do. You know, I don't judge, but it's such a thing like the woman who, excuse me, I wanted organic apple in that drink.
Yeah.
Smokes a cigarette, smokes a cigarette, smokes a cigarette. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, honey. Maybe,
I don't know.
maybe
honey.
prioritize.
Totally.
But, you know, do you, baby.
Do
That's
you,
what it's all
baby.
about. Do
I
you.
hear that. So
Do what makes you feel good.
should if we want to keep our skin,
Yeah.
for lack of a word, like
Yeah.
that's a tongue pop.
That was a really good one. That was like
I cheat.
hereditary realness.
Oh wow, I haven't seen
You haven't
Hereditary
seen
yet.
it.
Shit.
You
You've
have-
seen it?
I've seen
Okay,
it.
yeah.
I know what you're talking
Okay.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I immediately am terrified of tongue pops now.
Yeah, because
It'll change everything after you see it.
It's not like fun Alyssa Edwards thing to
Well,
do anymore.
there
Yeah.
was an Alyssa Edwards like master cut with the hereditary
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to see that.
Yeah.
And there is a cut of a hereditary tongue pop for What Do You Mean, which they did with Alyssa.
What
too.
do you mean that?
And then it's like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't
It's-
sing.
You're right.
Don't
you're
sing,
right. I'm
the
gonna get
fans
wrecked.
don't
P.S.
want it.
P.S. Y'all are brave for reading iTunes reviews. I stopped reading mine a year ago, and it changed my life.
oh, I mean,
I actually
for
was
the
thinking
most
about
part,
that earlier.
they're so sweet.
Yeah, for the most part.
Podcast reviews, it's like people are like, don't read the comments, but in terms of podcast
It
reviews,
is nice to get some helpful critiques.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what's gonna happen now. Now that we've said be honest, they're gonna
Oh.
do as a bit. They're gonna do like mean things.
Don't
Yeah.
be. Don't,
So now I'm worried.
no, this
You-
is fear speaking.
My thing
It's my fear.
as an artist, for me, if somebody says you do this too much, you don't do this enough, then it's in my head, and when I'm
Yep.
trying to be entertaining, that's in the back of my head. You two are so fucking good and funny and amazing, and you're
Jackie.
bouncing off of each other like
Two tennis.
Bjork versus McEnroe, honey.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
I just watched that movie because I love Shia.
Wow.
Oh,
Shia
wow.
is in
I've-
that.
you
Shia's
know-
McEnroe.
Yes.
Yeah.
He would be a great.
He looks like
McEnroe.
McEnroe.
Yeah.
He gives you the essence of McEnroe. I recently watched a little bit of. Have you seen that movie? What he was in that Lars von Trier directed?
Yes.
Nymphomaniac.
I see all his
God.
work. I see all.
We
Shia's
see-
or Lars's?
Both.
Both.
Both. Fan of both. Okay, wait. This is my original question.
Yes.
At the gay club, at the gay discotheque, you'll see everyone drinking a vodka soda, and also, or universally, this is like the healthy cocktail.
Yeah.
Is this true?
It's no calories. It's
I think clear liquor,
Mm-hmm.
soda water, is that the one that doesn't dehydrate you? Tonic. I think
Tonic
Pro-
dehydrate.
feels like it would dehydrate you.
So soda water, vodka, a lime.
So we're doing
There
a
you
good
go,
thing
there
with,
you go.
with
Yes.
a vodka soda. Okay.
yes.
sure.
Or I think an OJ would be fine.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh, but
Lots of sugar.
You know, they say
Yes.
juice is poison.
Yes, especially if it's GMO.
Now, when Matt says they say juice is poison, he means his ex-boyfriend says juice
My
is
ex-boyfriend
poison.
has it drilled into my brain that all juice is poison because of the
Wow.
amount of sugar that's in juice, and sugar, natural sugar is still sugar, et cetera, et cetera.
The modern sense of juice is now like, oh, it's just the things, and the fibers are broken down, but it's liquid.
He would,
Yeah.
he would talk about it like it was as evil as soda.
Wow.
Well, I don't know, because I've heard you buy those $19 juices and you're thinking you're being healthy, and then you find out it was like flash pasteurized, so that
Yeah.
all the nutrients are gone.
Yeah,
Like, what
yeah.
are we even doing?
Right.
That's the thing too. Is like I fully feel like now like the health thing is like something that they've caught on to. Like that's
Yes.
a trend,
Right,
and
right,
they're
right.
like, oh,
They're
just-
ruining everything.
Yeah, just tell people that what they're drinking is good for them in terms of health. Like,
Yeah.
make it green, and
Okay.
they will buy it at
Yes.
whatever the cost.
Right.
So that is something I think to be aware of.
Yes.
for sure.
So since you're hosting a lifestyle comedy podcast, like, I mean, you have to sort of point out the ridiculousness of it.
Oh, that's all I do.
I love that.
Oh,
Great.
that's all we do.
Okay.
Because I just feel the beauty industry takes itself so seriously, and it's also so intimidating, and they want it to be that way.
Yes.
They want you to feel like you're like, oh my God, am I cool enough for that lip?
Uh-huh.
Or like, ooh, am I fancy enough for that perfume or whatever? And I'm just over here
Ooh.
like, honey,
Yeah.
Let's really get into it. You
Sure.
test on animals and you don't have enough shades.
God.
Wow.
We're done.
Is the
You're
animal
done.
the animal testing is like a
it's so
pervasive
bad.
thing?
It's
really?
so bad, and they lie.
I thought we ended it with like Mary Kay in the 80s, no?
It's very prevalent.
Damn.
Still even to this day.
And the big dogs are all testing.
Fuck.
All
big
the
dogs are testing on the rabbits.
They sure are.
Ms. Maybelline,
She's a big offender.
Ms. L'Oreal.
Big offender.
Oh,
Big
girl, we got you
big,
both.
Girl,
Big girls.
You know what? I think this might be time for us to change Ding Dong as an opening. Ding Dong Las Culturistas Calling, because we cribbed that from Ding Dong Avon Calling.
Oh no.
I'm okay with it.
Okay, all right.
All right, so maybe you know what? Honestly, maybe we're taking it back.
We're taking it back, reappropriating.
I also don't like Ding Dong Avon Calling because Ding Dong doesn't have
Did they
anything to do
actually
with
say ding dong?
Well, Edward Scissorhands, what did Diane
she
say?
just said Avon calling.
Ah.
But then
But
I,
she didn't say
Ding
ding dong.
Dong. I Googled Avon Calling and Diane Weiss came up, but then also like old vintage posters came up where they would include the words Ding Dong, Avon Calling.
Oh.
So
But that was probably just for the poster
Sure,
so
sure,
everybody
sure.
could kind of hear it.
Yeah,
you're right,
right.
you're right, you're right,
Yeah.
you're
Wait,
right.
I have a question. What's the funniest beauty campaign?
Mm.
What's the
Okay.
What's the
easy,
funniest one?
Easy.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know when this started happening, but they sexualize everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there is a face mask called Glow Job.
No.
And I don't remember the company, but they test on animals, most likely. So
Damn it.
I think it's benefit test on animals, but everything is sexual.
Yeah.
It's like, I want my face to look cummy. Like I'm gonna cover my face in fucking oil and look like I got bukkake. They sexualize everything. Orgasm is like
Yeah.
the NARS blush. It's like the
Oh.
#1 selling blush ever.
Also,
it's like,
remember Herbal Essences.
That was all
that's
sex.
probably where it started. That when I used to like watch TV with my dad and those commercials would come on, it would be
Yeah.
so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Be like, I don't want to be in the room with my dad during
Right.
this.
For me, honestly, like I guess like the thing that I always think is so funny and I'm fascinated, and by the time I die, I have to have one, is like a fragrance campaign. Like with these actresses, with these huge name actresses, like
Yes.
running through the street, like, and it's like like
That Charlize Theron where she rips off the
Dior. Yeah,
necklace.
yeah.
Charlize Theron J'adore commercials are canon.
Canon.
But the funniest one I think is it's like a movie. I think Baz Luhrmann directed
Yes.
it. Chanel No. 5
Yes.
with Nicole Kidman. It was Chanel No. 5 with
because
Nicole
it's
Kidman.
Chanel number 5 though.
But also Rodrigo Santoro, the actor, was in it. And like there's a narrative, there's a storyline. It's very like sort of like
They get in like a big lover's quarrel and she like pushes him away and she has like tears
Literally-
streaming down her face.
literally I can do the whole thing. He's
Yeah.
sitting in his like Parisian apartment area, like in London, and he goes, "When did I wake into this dream? I was the only person in the world who didn't know who she was." And it's this famous actress Nicole Kidman running through the street
Red
in a gown,
carpet, yeah.
and
Oh, that Nicole Kidman, yeah.
the trucks are honking, and she's like, she gets in a cab, and he's in the cab, and he looks at her in her eyes, and she looks back, and it's this moment, and she just goes to the driver, "Drive," and they go, and then it's like a love story, and like he's asking her, "Who are you?" And she's like, "I'm a dancer. I love to dance."
Yes!
And you need to watch this video, everyone. It's
Yeah.
9 minutes long. Claire de Lune plays under the whole thing.
Oh.
And then like they say goodbye at the end, and like there's this moment at the end where like he's looking across the city at her in her eyes as she's going into a movie premiere and everyone's obsessed with her. And then it just says Chanel No. 5. And it's like, okay, I love this as a thing.
Yeah.
These A-list star celebrity driven power commercials
And they
for
pay
a
them,
fragrance.
you know how much money they had to drive up to her
Oh.
house to get her to do that? A Brinks
A
truck
bucket.
full.
Yep.
She
A
sees
truck full of $100 bills.
her agent sends the email. They want you to do this. Natalie Portman says no. Have them drive up to my house.
Yeah, with the money.
with
With
the offer.
physical
Cash.
cash.
Yes, yes.
Do y'all remember the Britney Spears perfume commercial?
Curious?
Yes!
Curious.
There was a goddess
Pushing those
and a
li-
hunter.
Okay, yes.
And
the game is
she-
strong.
Once upon
And
a
then
time,
one day-
there was a goddess.
Once upon a time, there was a goddess and a hunter.
And then one day,
But one day he did something a little crazy, and they fell happily ever after. Curious.
You know
no,
how much
oh no,
money-
no, no, no,
Secret.
no, no, fantasy. Everybody has one.
yeah, that's pretty
Fantasy
seminal.
and there's curious.
Never give them a fucking 4-star review. Did you hear that?
Yeah, 5 stars
Fives
only.
only.
5 stars only. Fives across the board.
Only.
Fives
Oh my
across the
God.
board for
The
that.
game is strong.
Do you know what? Also, we have the Britney fragrances. We have also Beyonce Heat.
Beyonce Heat, I remember.
Glow by J-Lo?
Glow
by
by
J.Lo.
Girl.
Everybody had Glow by J-Lo.
Everyone had Glow by J-Lo. My mom said she didn't like it. It was too sweet.
Do you remember when Gaga was out promoting her fragrance Fame? And she kept saying, well, I remember when Lady Gaga first was famous, there were these stories that she wanted to develop a fragrance and that she wanted the fragrance to smell like blood and semen.
That's very old Gaga.
And then she'd go out on these interviews when the fragrance finally came out in 2012, I think. And then she would be like, she just was insane at this point. She was like smoking weed every day. And she was going on these interviews and she was like, and she like put on a faux Madonna accent. And she was like, I want you to smell like a slut. Like she would go and say the shit. And then
really,
God, that campaign was bonkers. Like Beauty.
I don't even remember that.
Me either. They buried that.
Came and
yeah,
went.
Yeah. You guys remember like the tag at the end of the commercials? Gaga, Lady Gaga, Fame. Like she was full, like still in this weird David Bowie fantasy. But this is all to say, I think beauty campaigns give us that insanity, right? Because you're not getting that anywhere else.
Well,
Right.
I think that it's important that they feel a little
Insane.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and they
Well,
can
have
never
to stand out.
Right.
Right.
I mean, we're not going to talk about it on a podcast 10 years later unless it's great.
I mean, the Nicole Kidman one was iconic. Also, one that I liked recently was the Natalie Portman Miss Dior stuff
Yes.
because I liked the song that they used, which is escaping me. Oh, it's "Piece of My Heart" by Janis Joplin. It's really good, and she looks adorable. She's giving you junior prom. Natalie Portman
Junior
is
prom in the best way.
Yeah,
In the
I
best
mean,
way.
the
Yeah.
joke that I have is Natalie Portman is like somehow 16 and Millie Bobby Brown is somehow 40 years old, and they've somehow just like I don't know what happened, but they switched.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
a Freaky Friday
They
kind
Freaky
of thing.
Friday.
They
Yeah.
switched. They switched.
That's
I
fun.
love that.
I mean, Millie Bobby Brown is 95.
Yeah.
95.
She even at the VMAs, she
was
looked
there?
like younger than Michael Avenatti, who was there.
Oh god.
I
Like-
was hoping the VMAs would come up.
Oh, let me tell you, what did you watch?
I didn't watch. I was one of the very many people who didn't.
Did
No,
not watch.
But I
Let me
looked
tell
at
you.
photos and I feel like I see what I need to see.
Well,
what
Mike-
was Madonna wearing?
Madonna.
What happened with that? Can you unpack her speech for
I will
me?
unpack it, and it also was going to be my I don't think so, honey, but I'm happy to talk about it now.
Yeah.
Madonna looked like Bartok the Bat from Anastasia.
Oh.
That is what she
Oh
looked
my
like.
God.
Like if Bartok the Bat,
fucked Post Malone.
yeah, and wanted to appropriate culture in the worst way. The speech that she gave for Aretha Franklin was so crazy disrespectful. And then like
She talked about herself, right?
she talked about herself the whole time. You guys,
That's what she did
it
with.
was-
That's what she did with Michael Jackson.
It was so long.
Stop letting Madonna eulogize these legendary black artists at the VMAs.
Apparently, they had already asked her to do Video of the Year, and when they showed the clip of Aretha singing, and there was like this whole picture of her, I was like, "Oh, this is nice. It'll be tasteful." And then Madonna walked out looking the way she looked, and like with the grills in as always, and
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, "This feels like a huge mistake." But then also, the whole VMA show was like, I'm sorry, it was so crazy warped bad.
Oh,
It
yeah.
Was
was,
no
it was
one
crazy
available?
warped bad.
Was no one available? I feel like it
I
was
think
like this.
No.
They were making calls last week. Like, hey,
Oh, sure.
can you come? We need to fill these seats.
Yeah.
What also was like obvious and apparent is that when people could leave, they left. Like there was
Yeah.
like I think
Damn.
7 major celebrities there in the beginning, and then as the night went on, as you could tell they won the awards they were told they were going to win, they were out to the point where the only artist there at the end was Camila Cabello, which I think might have been why she won Artist of the Year and Video of the
Like,
Year
you're the
because
only one here.
because she was the only one there. Literally,
my
the
God.
Video of the Year, all the other nominees were not there. And I was like, do you think she won because they all left,
Video
or
of the year for Havana? Ooh,
and
na, na.
Artist of the Year?
Honey.
She won Artist
She has
of
one
the
song.
Year.
She won Artist of the
She
Year. and
has
Video of the Year.
one
song.
song.
I do like. I'm a sucker for the way that you move, babe.
I love it.
We can't sing. We can't sing.
I'm a
We can't sing.
baby.
We can't
She's
sing.
a baby.
We cannot sing. But
Baby girl.
She's so pretty.
Was this year? Would you say was a lower low than last year was? Because last year to me was the lowest.
This
low.
was the lowest.
really
low.
even without a Katy Perry trying to fucking do jokes and shit.
No,
Riding on a tractor?
Look,
Yeah.
you wished for Katy Perry trying to
What?
do jokes because I'll say this, and I'm gonna get shade for this, but I'm gonna say this. at least she's not a comedian and was bombing. They opened the show with Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish, and they couldn't land a joke.
Yikes.
It took Tiffany Haddish 45 minutes to get to some of these punchlines. I'm telling you, it was a mess. I don't know if like the prompter was off, or maybe she just really has that much difficulty reading off a prompter. I remember her doing the Oscar nominations was also a mess. But it was embarrassing, and Kevin Hart was just as bad. And then literally every presenter that went up on that stage, it was like everyone was blind up there.
Wow.
It was and also not even just that, but the performances, like, I don't know, I am just old now, I guess. Who the fuck is Juice World?
I didn't know who half the people were, and
Yeah.
it's depressing to me because the MTV was so important to me.
Oh yeah.
And the 99 VMAs and
Oh,
the 2000
I was in VMAs.
Pretty much every VMAs until like 3-4 years ago.
never will be topped again. And it's depressing how far we have fallen.
No, it's
Yeah.
horrible. And then like literally the thing people are talking about the most is how long and boring and inappropriate Madonna's speech was. And I was like, this is like it's and I think it's generally because no one cares to be there. There were some highlights. Nicki Minaj's performance was unbelievable.
Okay, I heard J-Lo's was great.
I mean,
No.
J-Lo's was pretty good.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like the Beyonce performance. It wasn't all these things.
Okay.
It was like really like
Well, all right. I say we get a hint of MTV from Jackie. I think it's time to ask the question. Jackie, what was the culture that made you say culture is for me?
this was such a struggle. I had dinner with my husband 2 or 3 nights ago, and I said, I need to pick a culture for Las Culturistas.
you need to pick a culture.
We can go through more than one.
I was going to say Sims culture
Oh.
because I started playing The Sims in 2000 and have still play it to this day.
Oh my God.
Okay.
You're up to 4 now, or are you still playing original Sims?
Well, I am now on Sims Free Play, which is the
Right.
iPad version,
Yes,
but I've been
yes.
playing it for 5 years.
Uh-huh.
Don't get me started.
Oh
I've done
my
two,
God.
but I've talked Sims pretty heavily on other mediums, so I don't know if I need.
Fine,
But here's
fair
the other.
enough.
Here's the other ones I was gonna say. I was gonna say pop punk culture, meaning like Blink 182.
We hear you there.
Yes,
But then
yes.
my husband was like, "You're a poser," and he was like throwing me some
Well,
bands.
that's part of it.
Well, we're gonna talk about all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
we're-
now
okay.
that you've said it, now that it's escaped your lips,
Right.
But then
Then I was gonna do vegan, but vegan talk can throw people. I want everybody to have a good time.
You know
I'm
what?
happy to talk about it.
I party with the vegans.
Yeah. But the one I really was gonna talk about was.
Oh, here we go.
And maybe this is gonna be a curveball, but I am the biggest dog freak.
You love dogs.
I love dogs. All day long, I was teased by dogs walking past me. I didn't touch a single one. I didn't get to say hi to them. I don't know if it's different culture in New York. Like one lady literally yanked the dog away from me, and I didn't even touch it. I just said hi to it. I want to meet every dog.
Yes.
I don't care if a person likes me, but every dog needs to like me.
Wow.
I want to meet the dogs, touch the dogs, hug the dogs. I have a dog. My dog is my best friend and my everything. I love dog people.
Dogs.
Dog people are my people.
Dog community.
I love dogs.
You love dogs.
this.
You love dogs.
I love dogs.
Do you
Must
have a,
love
Do
dogs.
you have a dog?
Yes.
Yes, she just said.
And what kind of dog is?
She's a mix. She's a Maltese Cocker Spaniel Shih Tzu.
Oh, she's
That's gorgeous.
2 Asians.
Yes.
2/3 Asian.
Yes.
Okay, and then what's her name?
Her name's Chooch.
Chooch.
Y'all would flip out for her.
Wait, is podcast or a visual meaning? Can you pull up a pic?
Of course.
Right now.
Wait, I
need
really
to
want to
see
see
her.
I
Chooch.
can't believe y'all haven't. if
Hot
I'm being
producer Joe.
honest.
Hot producer Joe has a dog, Polly.
There's Choochie on the beach. See?
Chooch.
Oh my god.
Oh,
you
that's
see
good.
a-
Chooch. Does Chooch
Here,
have
let me
little?
get it too.
Does Chooch have little color?
Oh.
Some
Yes,
color on her?
she has
Chooch-
a colored tail, and in this photo, colored ears, but we only do her tail again. now.
Wait, that's amazing. I've never seen a dog with colored
Honey,
hair.
come to LA.
I
oh,
love
I'm,
that.
I'm
Chooch
sure.
goes to the most renowned dog colorist in town.
So is there a person that does like are they a hair colorist like for humans or
No,
are they
they're
a dog?
colorist.
That's unbelievable.
That is the most.
It's called creative grooming
Wow.
because it's done with very specific ingredients that the dog can't feel.
Yes.
It's vegetable pigment,
Yes.
basically mixed with conditioner, so there's no chemical
Yes.
reaction. There's no processing
That's
how long,
fantastic.
How long will it stay dyed till it grows out? Like it.
till it
Really? Okay.
Well, if I give her a bath all the time, it eventually will fade out,
Uh-huh.
but pretty much permanent. I mean,
Well,
until her
Jackie,
hair. cycles.
off.
Right,
Yeah.
so it
Cycles
cycles
out.
out.
Yeah.
as
I
it-
love
as it's
that.
wont
I
to do.
love that it's an ethical thing, because that is, I mean, people don't realize sometimes, maybe, because Lena Einbinder will say this to me, like they say that, it's fucked up if you misgender your dog, or if you like just do all these things to your dog, like things that your dog has no say in.
Right.
Like those are off limits. But as long as it's something like the fact that the dog can't feel these chemicals is
Right.
huge. That's great.
I hear that. I mean, I have such a hard time watching movies and seeing animals in them.
Yeah, because they're
Like-
not in. Yeah.
They don't know that they're on that mark. They don't know. They're not getting paid. It's like when you see somebody like really pull up on the horse, or like the horse falls. I just get so upset.
I mean,
Yeah.
But it's not it's all animals.
Anytime
It's-
a horse is neighing and like
I
doing the
hate
going
it.
with their
I
hind legs,
hate
I'm
it.
like, well, that animal can't be like.
No.
It's not like taking a cigarette after this and being like, I don't know, I thought I could have given more. the
Right,
next
right,
time.
yeah. It's
So
So-
is there any way to do? Not that but like, is there a responsible way to do that?
Well, I mean, I used to walk dogs. I used to be a celebrity dog walker.
Oh, we're gonna get into this. Okay.
And
my
my
God.
boss was a an animal wrangler.
wow.
And I know how it works. I know, so some are treated better than others.
wow.
But that at the end of the movie, it says no animals were harmed. That can be completely bought.
yeah.
When you
it's
see a horse-
100% it can.
Yes.
the pinnacle for me, is when a horse falls. I'm
Yes.
like, no.
I hate it. That's why I love that CGI, like Game of Thrones, it's all CGI.
Great.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. They might do some stuff standing on the horse, but like, I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything, but there's like big battle scenes and it's all fake.
Got it.
I heard today that it's interesting you bring that up, because I heard some tea about the final season of Game of Thrones, which is that they just shot like the final battle sequence and it took 55 nights to film this.
Well, they
one scene.
they shoot fake ones too.
Right.
And they said they were
Yeah.
shooting 3 fake endings.
oh my God, they're Sex
What a
in the City-ing
waste.
that.
And they said
What a
that's-
waste!
What a
truly.
waste.
They said
That's
it's like a revolutionary way of making sure there's no spoilers. They only sent out digital scripts that the actors would only have for a few hours, so they'd have to learn their like dense dialogue in a few hours, and then the second after the scene was done shot, the scene would disintegrate.
Self-destruct.
It would not even self-delete. It would disintegrate so that it just was
What does
never
that mean?
there.
Oh, so you can
It's like a program that they're using where they literally the script only exists for a few hours.
got it, and you can't even like screenshot it or
No.
anything. Wow. Okay, we need to get into, if we're allowed to talk about this.
Yes.
Oh,
Dog Walker to the Stars.
Yes.
Can we know some of the clients?
Okay, so I was again thinking about this.
say their names.
Okay, so there are big people that I
Oh
can't
my god.
say.
That's
Yeah,
fine,
right. You
fine.
can give hints.
I'll tell you off the air.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was thinking it'd be fun to reveal one of my
Yes.
big clients
Oh my god.
here.
Yes.
Yes,
Reveal.
yes.
Reveal.
I've
Reveal.
never said this.
Okay,
Oh,
reveal,
wow,
reveal,
wow,
reveal.
wow,
Oh my
wow,
God.
wow.
I can say it because I never said anything. I used to walk Josh Groban's dog.
Shut up! Oh my god, I love Jay Grove.
Is he a nice guy?
So nice.
Great.
And
Yeah.
his dog Sweeney, a Wheaton Terrier. Shout out to Sweeney. I love Sweeney so much. I miss him. I
Oh
haven't
my
seen them in
God.
years and
Mean.
years. But like that's my dog right there.
That's
I love
my
him
dog.
so much.
Okay,
he's
Josh.
so sweet.
That's great. No,
Josh is very similar to Sweeney. Like they're both kind
Ah.
of. I don't want to say dopey, but like lovable, like a little lovable,
Lovable.
sweet, shaggy dog.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
and ultimately extremely talented musicians, both of
Yes.
them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I bet
Sweeney's a
I bet
musician.
Sweeney can really
For
belt.
sure.
Now, this is my thing with people who dog walk. I have friends who dog walk. It would be the hardest job in the world because I would develop attachments
Yes.
to these animals.
Yes.
And I see it like Lena. I'll name drop Lena again. Lena, hi if they're listening. Lena seems to really bond with these dogs, and I'm like, I can never do that.
It's not that I have the opposite experience, but I like the dogs I've walked. Maybe they're not good.
Well, yeah. My dogs were all, like I said, I worked for a trainer. My dogs were so well behaved.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
also, I think those people really cared for the dogs, and like,
Right.
you know what I mean. Like, put a lot of time and energy.
Yes.
Into I dog sat for this one dog that was just awful.
I have had a few awfuls.
Yeah.
For sure.
They're all-
Celebrity awfuls.
Mm. We won't have to name the celebrities,
No, we don't have to name.
but there were some awfuls and celebrities.
obviously-
Everyone has an awful.
Obviously, the
I
answer
want to
is
tell
yes.
y'all so bad.
Don't tell us.
Not on
Tell
the
us off
air.
the air.
There
Tell
was
us off
this
mic.
boxer who tried to ruin my life. That's all I'll
Oh.
say.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
Boxers are supposed to be. I might be totally wrong. Aren't they supposed to be mostly well behaved though?
Well, Boxers are confrontational.
Okay.
Which doesn't mean a bad thing.
Right.
I almost wish I had more assertion in my personality, you know, because I'm very like passive aggressive. Boxers, if you say, "Hey, fuck you," they'll go, "What the fuck you say? You want to fight?"
yeah.
They
Wow.
will never turn the other cheek.
Oh.
They will confront.
Do you
Wow.
find that most of the stereotypes about these certain dogs are true? Like, are pit bulls like a little edgy? Are Dalmatians a little edgy?
I only worked with one Dalmatian. It shit all in the back of my car.
Dalmatians are
that's
assholes.
a
I'm sorry.
problem.
If you want a
Pits-
Dalmatian, I don't think so, honey.
Pits, you know, I'm not a breedist, so I will never say that pits are dangerous, blah, blah, blah. The problem with pits is that they, number one, our society has told us they're bad.
Yes.
So when
That's
they're around,
true.
people tense up, they feel our energy. Number two, they can get overstimulated easily.
Yeah.
And that stimulation can trigger their prey drive. So, but that's not even true for all pits, and that's true for a lot of breeds.
Yes.
That's true for bulldogs. That's true for poodles. That's
Yeah,
true for
yeah,
and it's a personality trait. It's not a dog trait. Three, it's just really sad that the inner cities and they're not educated about training and neutering and spading animals, and then it's just sad because pit bulls are they can be very sweet.
I've met some sweet ones.
Yes, it's just people.
Polly's a sweet pit bull.
Your doggy's a pit.
never,
HPJ we're
I
talking
want
to.
a pit bull. Oh my god, have y'all seen what is that lady on Animal Planet with the pit
Who?
bull rescue?
No.
Why can't I think of the name of it? Pit bulls and parolees.
Pit bulls and parolees.
Oh
There's a show for
God,
everything.
it's the best show ever.
Oh my
okay?
God.
This bitch. This bitch on here. I can't think of her name and I feel so bad. She's this like
I hope it's after the P.
rugged leather. She's seen some shit in her
Yeah,
day, honey.
Yeah. And what does she do on the show? What's the show?
So she is a woman with fully grown children. She runs a pit bull rescue in New Orleans, and she only hires ex-cons as her employees. And she says,
I love
just
that.
like pits, these men have bad reputations, and we're turning it around because that's all bullshit.
I
Everyone deserves a
love
second
that.
chance.
That's amazing.
She is a tough ass bitch.
We
Tia,
need-
Tia Torres.
Tia
Yes,
Torres?
Tia
Let me see her.
I can
Let me
tell
see
she's
her.
she's a gay icon. She's giving you fucking Reba meets.
Jill Zarin got locked out of the house.
Oh, that's it.
She's bad ass. I love the show.
I love this. I gotta watch.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Yes.
Our prison system is fucked.
Yes.
You're stripped of your individuality. You're not mentally rehabilitated into our society. She says, I'm going to get you there. I'm going to get you a job. I'm going to get you on a schedule. I'm going to give you value to your life. And the dogs and the men bond. It's healing, honestly.
Is it a new show?
No, it's been on for like 8 years.
Wow. Why have they optioned this for a movie yet? I would watch this. I want Amy
Tia-
Adams to play Tia.
Tia Torres, I see you.
Yeah, Amy Adams should play Tia Torres.
Yes, I'm.
I would.
You
I
go to hell,
would
Bowen.
Love that.
Go to hell.
Now, hot producer Joe has never brought in Polly, and I can't. That's so offensive. She's old.
Baby.
It's far. I
She's
know.
old and foreign?
No, and it's
baby.
far.
She's old and it's far.
I've seen pictures of her in the studio though. I want to meet her.
I do too.
Paul.
What a baby.
She's chill. Polly's chill.
I want to drive to New Orleans and adopt a pit bull from Tia. I've said that a million times.
Yes.
She's so strict. She would get in a van and drive to LA and check my house herself.
Wow.
I mean, they don't fuck around.
Yeah, no.
These dogs have been through enough, honey.
No.
Yes,
They've been
yes,
through enough.
yes.
Honey, it seems like they're on top of it
Tia
over
Torres.
at Pitbulls and Parolees.
Check it out.
I think we can.
What network?
Animal Planet.
Animal Planet.
My dad would love that.
And you can buy merch and support them and send, donate money to them.
Oh, I love that.
So I haven't bought one, but I would love to.
I want to ask about we've talked about the two Ps, the Pitbulls and the Parolees, but we
Yes.
haven't talked about the other two Ps, which is pop punk.
Yes.
Explain.
I'm going downtown
Okay.
in an earlier round, and Sugarwood going down swinging.
You recently said in one of your episodes that this is maybe your favorite song of all
I
time.
think it might be.
That's
It's so
it's a pretty
good.
great song.
It makes my heart sing, especially now, like with some distance on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now as an an adult woman, it hits me deep.
Fall
you know?
Out Boy holds up.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
They largely hold up.
Yeah.
And not everything from that time period holds up.
100%.
You know what I mean? Simple
Yeah.
Plan does not hold up.
No.
Good Charlotte
Does not
doesn't
hold
really
up.
hold up. Although I actually kind of liked their later stuff.
Yeah.
I liked Put Up Your Hands, Say I Don't Wanna Be in Love. I don't wanna
See,
be.
I disengaged.
I
at that
just
point.
read their Wikipedia page because my husband and I were in the car and we were debating like what was their breakout song. Like it was Little Things, Little Things. I didn't even
Really?
remember that. And
Wait.
then we went through the whole discography of Good Charlotte.
Lifestyles of the rich and the
That's
famous.
Good Charlotte. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
think
that
we're
was
talking
their
about Simple
second
Plan.
CD.
Oh.
That was their second
That was
CD.
their,
Yeah,
oh, that was
yeah,
their
yeah.
second CD.
Yes.
What?
I'm telling you.
But you know what? Good Charlotte does have some good stuff.
They're
early
touring,
on.
and let me tell you, they look good, those brothers.
Really?
I saw, oh my
Well-
God, the one that's married to Nicole Richie, I saw him at Menchie's Yogurt with his 2 kids. And he was like serving me sexy dad, like
Yeah,
helping
he
out his
certainly-
daughter, helping out Harlow.
And with the reveal,
with the yogurt.
there you go. And with the reveal that Nicole Richie gets it, maybe we have to give that Madden some credit. Maybe he gets it.
Maybe he does. They seemed. I could never get a read on them, like if they were good people or not.
Right.
I never liked them, and I have a very specific reason why.
Okay, can we get
Because
into it?
the one that was dating Hillary Duff,
Yeah,
at the
it
time,
all goes back to Hillary Duff.
at the
Always.
time, like Kelly Clarkson, like was also a big pop star, and Hillary Duff was a big pop star. They actually were kind of competing pop stars
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
And he said something shitty about Kelly Clarkson, and you never
Don't.
disrespect her.
No.
Sure, but
in my eyes,
That's our first American Idol.
which is also why I have a huge distaste for, and I have a passionate joy for the fact that she's not doing well. Is Avril Lavigne?
Okay, what are your thoughts on
She
Avril?
came for Kelly, and it's a never.
She
for
was
me.
16, man.
It's a never.
Give her a break.
No.
Give
I
her
am
a
a
break.
Ride or
I
die,
knew you would
Avril.
say that.
Damn,
I knew you would say that.
Damn.
I
you don't
knew you
know.
would say that.
You don't know.
I-
have you near
The hours I spent sobbing to her first 2 CDs
Jackie,
I will
would
say,
blow this room up.
Jackie, can I tell you something?
Yes.
Her
It's
second,
dangerous.
her second album, what was it called again? Remind
Let
me.
It Go or something.
No, no,
Let
no.
Go was the first one.
It doesn't matter.
The one with Don't Tell Me on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And the
Wait,
worst
what's it
written
called?
song of all time, which is
Why don't I know? It has
Okay.
an
My
X
Happy
on it. I
Ending.
see the CD. I see the CD. And it's
Lavigne.
black with an X on it.
yes, I totally see
our
it
listeners
too.
are screaming at us through
Oh.
the phone. Hold on.
But don't you love that?
Second album,
Y'all all
Under
love
My
it.
Skin.
Under
Under
My
my
Skin.
skin.
So that album,
Yeah.
back in the age of Discmans
Yes.
and all that,
Mhm.
I was in China for 6 weeks visiting my family, was bored out of my mind, and my sister and I would trade the Discman, and we would play. That was like one of our 3 CDs that we
Yeah.
had. I know that album top to bottom,
Yeah.
like the back of my fucking hand.
How does it start?
Oh my God, wait, don't do this. Don't do this. Wait, no, fuck. I just know every chord to freak out, let it go. Okay, hold on. How does it start? Hold on. Okay. I'm cheating a little bit, but as
While
soon as I
he's
see
doing this, let me say why I'm so hurt about Avril doing
Yeah.
that.
it's the VMAs.
It was at the VMAs, and
to
listeners
the
of Las
VMAs.
Culturistas know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, here's a short abridged version. Kelly and Justin Guarini were finalists on American Idol. They were the top 2. They were giving Best New Artist. Avril Lavigne won. Avril Lavigne came up, and Kelly went to hug her, and Avril literally took her arm, lifted it over her head, took the award from her, and like pushed her out of the way, basically.
But don't you think that was like part of her image or something?
Sure, but
I mean,
she
was-
It does. I have.
She was a teenager, Matt.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
You've done
You know who else is
shitty,
a teenager?
fucked up things.
Amy Fisher. And that Long Island Lolita, shot Mary Jo Buttafuoco in the face. And she was a teenager too.
God.
And if you don't know what that is, Bowen, it's
Teenagers-
because you're from Denver and you need to read a book.
teenagers have to be held responsible for their actions.
Yes, they should go
Yeah.
to prison. And Avril Lavigne should have gone
And
to prison.
people in Denver should read books because living in Denver precludes you from reading.
You don't know about the Long Island Lolita, Amy Fisher?
No, I don't fucking care.
Well, are you joking?
No.
You don't know about the Long Island Lolita?
No.
You don't know about the Long
Bowen
Island
Yang!
Lolita?
No.
Bowen Yang. Okay, this is such a good.
I think
wait,
I've heard
this is-
like bits
this is
of
a,
it.
This is a Tanya Harding level thing of culture.
Okay, I think
Yeah, it's really important.
I've heard little, like I know
You
the
were too
contours
young,
of this.
though.
I was.
Okay, they're back in the news though because Mary Jo was. Did you see Mary Jo was just on Megyn Kelly?
No.
Being
They
like,
come up on Stern a lot, though.
they come
That's
up all the
why
time.
yeah.
So
People
okay,
are, Stern is still talking about these people.
I mean, if it comes up.
it's like the way that John Benet Ramsey will still be on the cover of the National Enquirer.
yeah, but because that was John Benet Ramsey.
This was Amy Fisher.
This was just as big, if not bigger.
So this
Do you
is what
remember
happened.
Lorena Bobbitt?
No.
You are Lorena Bobbitt Bowen.
I grew up.
You need to know your Lolitas.
What years were these? Because I might have been in Canada at this
Amy
point.
Fisher was like 95, 96.
Yeah, I was in Canada.
maybe
I didn't
even
fucking
earlier
care.
than
All right,
that.
but let me explain to you what you will be obsessed with the Long Island Lolita,
Okay,
Amy Fisher.
walk me through.
So the Long Island Lolita, Amy Fisher, was 17-year-old girl who was having an affair with like a
Joe
guy Joey
Botafuco.
Botafuco.
And how old is he?
And he was in his 40s.
Okay.
Like he was like
And
a
his
dad, like a
wife,
suburban dad, and his wife was named Mary Jo.
Joe Botafuco.
So the one day, Mary Jo Botafuco is in her. It's like after the kids have went to school. HPJ's laughing.
Where in Long Island is this?
I don't know.
Patchogue,
but
Islip,
let's just
Babylon?
say Massapequa Park.
Massapequa Park.
But so she's at home one day, like minding her own business, being a housewife. The doorbell
Mary Jo?
rings.
Okay,
Mary
yeah.
Jo. The doorbell rings, and it's this teenage girl
with a gun.
Amy.
Wait, no, the gun is not revealed
Okay,
yet.
got it, okay.
So they proceed to have a 15-minute conversation where she says to her, "My little sister is having an affair with your husband, and I just wanted to tell you that." And they have like a 15-minute conversation, and towards the end of it, Mary Jo is like, "Who are you? What are you talking about? Like, you gotta go. Like, I'm going back in my house." Amy Fisher pulls out a gun, shoots her in the face. She survives. The next day, she's able to identify this girl, and then they find out that she has been having an affair with Joe.
Wait, she posed as her sister though at first?
No, she posed as her. She said, "I just want to tell you that my little sister has been having an affair with your husband."
But this is not the same. Oh, what's the little sister's name?
This is Amy Fisher. No, the little
That
sister
was
didn't
fake.
exist.
Yeah.
It was Amy
She
Fisher.
was sort of testing the wife.
And
yeah.
so then where the Long Island Lolita
my
comes from is you found out that she was having an affair with
an older man.
And what she tried to say as her defense was that he was paying her and told her to do it, to kill his wife. And eventually, years later, Mary Jo divorced Joey. And now they're like tabloid figures. In fact, Joey and Amy Fisher tried to pitch a reality show together like 10 years ago.
Well, he was
no.
doing porn. She was doing
She was
porn.
doing porn. She's a
separately.
cam girl now.
I mean,
and
that's great.
Drew Barrymore
she gets
played
money
her.
directly. Yeah.
Drew Barrymore played her in a TV movie.
How did I not know about
Now,
this?
real quick, Lorena Bobbitt sliced her husband's dick off.
She cut her husband.
Oh, I know about her.
You know about Miss Bobbitt.
Miss Bobbitt's an icon.
You know
Yes.
about Miss Bobbitt.
Yeah.
We all know about Miss Bobbitt.
Okay, but that's it. Like a crazy teenager shot a woman in the face.
Avril didn't shoot anybody.
Yeah.
Can I just say, I have on good authority that Avril has a comeback coming. That's all I'm going to say. And
Yeah.
I'm here for it, honestly.
Okay, what is this? The
I'll say
fifth resuscitation? I'm just kidding. I love Avril too.
Here's why it hurts. When she did that, I was so hurt because I loved Avril.
I love
Let
her.
that go. It was more than a
She-
decade
No, when
ago.
people show you who they are, believe you. Who said that?
People who show who they are believe them.
Believe them.
Is
Maya
that somebody
Angelou.
on Top Model?
Ms. Maya Angelou. Yes, that was actually
Season 1?
Season-
Takara.
Takara.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw her at the nail salon once.
Tyra?
Takara.
Takara.
I see all the Next Top Model people at my commercial auditions, and it just breaks my heart.
Oh, I know.
It's like,
right?
it did nothing. Nothing came from
There's
that.
Yael.
There's
I'm
Yael.
just guessing one of their names was Yael.
I'm sure there was a
I
Yael.
mean, your only outlets for after you leave that show is now to like your
Instagram, sell skinny tummy tea.
or just like be a. She's not even a Real Housewife. Fucking what's her face?
Eva?
Eva, yeah.
Well, no, she's getting added to the main cast of Real
Oh,
Housewives
she
of
is.
Atlanta.
That's a good
Yes,
one.
Eva is. No, she'll be fit and great.
Eva's great.
But on the most recent season, there was one girl. I won't name her because it's embarrassing. But she was then seen training at our friend's restaurant afterwards. Like,
Yeah.
You know what? It's hard out there.
it's hard out there.
It's hard out there, but also, man.
It's hard out there, and you only get so many chances. Avril Lavigne. So don't not hug my girl.
And she struck once. That's one strike.
One strike.
I think you need to
Second strike, spitting at the paparazzi.
stop. You need to balance which she is right to do. You have to balance that against all the good she's put out in the world. Her second album, Take Me Away. How does it start?
It starts with a human rights
cannot
speech.
find a way to describe it. It's there inside.
Ah.
All I do is hide. I
Yes,
wish
voice.
that it would just go away. What would
Ah.
you do?
Ah.
You do if you knew.
Yes.
And she goes, all the pain I thought I knew. None of this being better. She's right
Yeah.
in my range.
Yes,
It was-
honey.
Yeah.
It was ripe
Can
for
I-
me
can
in
I
my
ask you a
coming of
question?
age.
Yes.
So she must be a go-to karaoke for you.
Happy end. Well, okay, so I was in a pop punk cover band
Happy
Yep.
endings.
called Punk Rock Barbie.
And you must have recovered some of her songs.
I did Skater Boy and Happy Ending.
Happy Ending is so good.
It's so good.
Together is so good. Don't tell me he wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't what I wanted. What I thought. Now he wouldn't even open up that door. So
Up the door.
see. Okay.
Ooh, it's in your range.
Up
You-
the door.
You have to admit, Matt. Can you concede that she's a good songwriter?
I concede that she can write hooks. The lyrics are literally bad. If you look at the lyrics for My Happy Ending, it's not English, you guys. I mean, it's bad. But I do love I'm With You. I get my life. I'm with you.
I'm with you holds up.
I think I'm with
honey,
you
yes.
holds up definitely. And I
Keep
think
holding on from Aragon
So good.
holds up.
I
So
think,
good.
and don't forget, she also wrote "Breakaway" by Kelly Clarkson.
It's true.
She did.
Yeah,
So she ended up writing her songs.
but not on purpose. You know how that works.
Yeah, but then she must have had something to be like, okay, fine, you know what? This is going to Kelly.
I'm gonna investigate that moment further because I don't feel it's okay for me to comment not knowing the full story and seeing the footage myself.
I mean, Kelly has commented on it in the years ensuing, and then
you know, I'm from Dallas. Like Kelly, I saw the American Idol tour the first year
same girl.
in my hometown of Dallas, Kelly's hometown. It was a
Wow,
powerful
that must
moment.
have been
Wow.
special.
But you know what? I'm sick of her trying to act like she's a comedian. Can you just?
Wow.
I know. I
no,
don't find her charming. I
all
don't
right.
find her charming. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I don't
you-
find her charming.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Oh.
Here's the thing.
I love this.
I'm not angry
Yes.
because I don't know if it's the right decision for her
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
to be doing the daytime talk show thing,
Yeah.
to be doing the personality-driven thing
It's not for
too
me.
much.
It's not for
I
me.
think that in small doses, it's great. I have a concern,
Mm-hmm.
and please, everyone, understand. You know, I say this with love. I have a concern that she'll oversaturate this thing of wow, what a down home, like fun, like just like us kind of person. You can only take so much of that. And I also worry sometimes when she talks about like politics, only because one time she supported Ron Paul, and I was just like, I know that she's, you know, from Texas, and I know that like she's not necessarily a Second Amendment queen, but I know that she's, you know, NRA and like all these things, which is you know, it's your choice, but
Yeah,
sometimes
it's cool. She's a member for a Russian
No,
op,
it's not-
the
it's not-
NRA,
it's not good.
a
It's
funnel
not
for
good.
Russian money. Oh yeah, let's. Yes, Stan Kelly. Go, keep going.
this is kind of what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
She should be known for her amazing voice.
And
Yeah,
the career
and I
has
think-
been really
And
good.
so should Avril.
No, she doesn't have an amazing voice.
Yes, sure she does.
Nice to know that you were there.
You're right. Nothing you can tell. You're being so unfair.
You're being you are being
You are holding a fucking grudge, and
Yeah.
you need to let it go, like the second
Like-
album,
like the second
first album.
First
Let
album.
it go.
Yeah,
Let
there
go.
is this weird double standard here between Avril and
You
Kelly.
better shut the fuck up.
Why? What
and
am I
I'm gonna
doing?
point you in your face because how
Why? What am
dare
I
you
doing?
when she said super kawaii.
Yeah.
You know that
No,
she
that was
appropriated.
bullshit. Yes,
she
yes.
appropriated
And you wanna
worse
know
than
something?
Gwen Stefani ever
You
could.
want to know something? I didn't even fucking care when Hello Kitty came out. Didn't care.
It was called Hello Kitty.
I mean, you know,
And it was-
that's not a proud moment. That's not a moment on her trajectory that I would like to highlight. Okay.
Come, kitty, kitty, you're so pretty, pretty.
I will say this is not defending her. I'm just saying she's huge in Asia to this day.
Yeah.
They support
Really?
her and keep her afloat.
And
Yeah,
so it was a marketing ploy. It wasn't the right one, but like it made sense for her to write a Japanese song.
all I'm saying is just keep your eyes peeled for the next few months is all I'm
Okay,
saying.
so wait.
Wait, spill some tea.
How much else? What else do you know? We need to know, Jackie.
I will tell you off the air.
I can't
What?
believe
This isn't a celebrity.
She's gonna be here covering the tracks.
We're getting more tea from Jackie than we have
PR.
any of our.
Honey,
PR.
call my publicist.
publicist.
I can't afford a publicist. Are you kidding me?
Call
my
But
publicist.
I'll tell you
My
after.
publicista.
Can I brag real quick?
Brag.
So I had a birthday party last year. It was a pop punk birthday party.
Love that.
It was Nobody Likes You When You're 33.
I love that.
And we all wore like 2000s clothes. and
fun.
I got sent a birthday video from Avril. So I'm on her. I'm a stan.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk bad about her.
Mm-hmm. I
You
admire
know, and there is an Avril video in my phone and in my heart.
that. Oh my God.
So let's just say I track her career closely.
Yes.
And get excited because her next song I think might be big.
Here's what I'm feeling right now. I'm in a really conflicted and like really troubling place, Joe.
She's a member of the NRA.
Because
It's a Russian op.
I feel that you were a better. We don't know every club Avril is in, bitch. Hey, I feel like you have been a better. That moment wasn't.
You are defending Kelly Clarkson so hard against your best friend who is holding her
Come
accountable for her
on.
problematic politics.
Did you see her do that like sit down, be humble medley?
Yeah, that was.
Come on.
Why is she covering Kendrick?
I'm not.
They cut to the
the
audience
charm
and
isn't there for me. The charm isn't there for me. I think, oh great, you're funny. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not. Stop trying to make it happen,
this is
honey.
huge.
Kelly Clarkson's comedy career? I don't think so, honey.
America fell in love with her for her personality and her voice.
Yes.
I think she has an amazing personality, effervescent, beautiful.
It's
I'm so
fun,
happy
it's
for her.
different,
It's
yes.
fun. But I agree with you. Like, I don't know if the talk show is the best use of energy.
Yeah.
But when we could be maybe focusing on the tour, focusing on. I even think The Voice is great. I think she's good on The Voice.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm excited
I would
about
be on
that.
Team Kelly.
Oh yeah, who wouldn't? She just won.
Yeah.
P.S. though, Christina. I mean, if I was on The Voice and there was any option, it would be Christina.
Well, she shades The Voice now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't
Something
like it at
happened,
all. She's
something
like, it
happened.
became like everything else. She's like on record saying like, it became
Well,
like everything else in this industry.
I mean, how many more has anyone come out of The Voice? I mean, there's an issue there.
Here's
There's an issue there.
Yeah.
Here's my thing with The Voice, though. I don't think any, and I feel this way about singing competitions in general now. They don't mean the same thing they used to mean. Whereas like American Idol used to be, if you won,
Yes.
you were a superstar.
Well, there's just not that big of an audience anymore. There's so much distribution of views now.
And I feel like now what The Voice does and what American Idol does is it gives them a credit. Like that then allows them to pay their bills singing.
Yeah.
Like then they can tour. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if you leave one of these
a lot
shows,
of them go to Broadway.
Yeah, and if you
yeah.
leave one of these shows, we were just watching, Dave, Ariel, and I were watching videos last night after the VMAs. Diana DeGarmo.
Oh, Diana.
She's hot.
The
now.
children have forgotten Diana
Diana
DeGarmo.
DeGarmo. Yeah.
She can sing her
Hell
ass
Yeah, yeah,
off.
yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
and she looks really good too. I just saw a photo of her and I was like,
Yes.
yeah, girl.
And I bet she pays
She
her
grew
bills
up.
singing. So she has to look at it like it was a success. So yeah, are you Kelly Clarkson level? Are you Carrie Underwood level? Even like,
Oh, I love her.
Carrie Underwood, she's a problematic one too.
Oh, yeah.
What'd she do?
Just being a country singer is problematic.
Yeah, I agree. But Jesus Take the
wrong.
Wheel, life anthem.
Jesus take the wheel.
Jackie, can you give us
Before he cheats. Oh,
before he
Before he
cheats,
cheats
great.
is a bop.
Can you give us some hint as to the musicality of the next Avril single, or no? Like what it's going to sound like, what the sonic quality is? It's that. You're keeping it that close to the vest.
She's
I love it. I
tight-lipped.
it's
love
insider info. I can't.
my
it's
God.
Not, it's not.
It's from Camp Avril.
It's from Camp Avril.
Listen,
Camp Avril is the title of this app.
let's just say I'm really good at Googling.
Yes. Honestly, when you want,
when you Google the pop
I
star, that's
found
how you know.
I found Shia LaBeouf's address.
that's actually
Right.
rule of culture number 44.
When you Google the pop star, that's how you know. Now, God, Avril, really quickly, I'm with Jackie on this. I'm Team Avril. The different language versions of Girlfriend were iconic. There's a Mandarin version of Girlfriend.
Which she recorded him?
She recorded French, Spanish, Mandarin, and there was one more, but it's just, hey, you, je n'aime pas ta copine, or no me gusta ta novia, or tu novia, or but then for the Chinese, for the Chinese, you want to know what she did for the Chinese version?
Yes, do it.
Did not stick to the original melody. Here's what she goes. Here's what she does. Hey, you, 我不喜欢你女朋友. She sings on one tone. It's just one.
she was
wonder
just trying to get the
why.
words right.
I mean, listen, she
mean,
wanted to, be respectful.
She wanted to be respectful, and it was a hit in China. So there you go.
Oh God. Honestly, whatever. Look, Avril.
I never knew where this
Let's
pod
see
was
what you
going to
come up
turn,
with.
and this is not where I thought it would turn.
Listen,
This is the
but-
turn.
I mean, Joey Buttafuoco, the Long Island Lolita, Avril's career mishaps. I mean, what?
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about dogs that much.
No. We got into dogs.
Yeah.
What was the first thing that you said? You said pop.
Oh, what was it? Oh, The Sims.
The Sims.
Sims.
Did y'all ever play?
I mean,
All the time.
playing this, but I was like,
I loved
but
it.
did you play for keeps for real?
I played for real.
nonstop.
I would waste the hours I've lost to The Sims.
Same.
Truly insane. And then I have The Sims 3 back at home, like at my apartment. And for a while there, like when Facebook was still like a viable thing, I would go on Facebook Live, and I figured out the way to go live to do like basically a Twitch stream of me playing The Sims and just me taking crowdsourced suggestions about what to do next.
That's fun.
And it was a huge failure, but you know, The Sims
I would have
like,
tuned in.
Thanks. I only got as far as like this mother and her daughter living in this house, and the daughter sleeping with the mother's boyfriend.
Ooh,
it was juicy.
I would always just put in the secret code.
Yeah, same.
And then
Yeah.
just like
You had to.
make the most lavish house, and then like just try to have them fuck in a big house.
Yeah.
The house
Like
design.
now they're gonna fuck in the billiards room. Ooh, let's make them fuck in the bathroom.
They can only fuck on the bed.
I know. I would put a bed in those rooms.
Okay.
I think they could fuck in the jacuzzi.
They can fuck in the
They
jacuzzi.
can fuck on the jacuzzi
Yeah.
too. Remember the sex bed that was shaped
Yes,
like a heart?
Yes,
and it
yes.
vibrated.
Yes.
Sometimes if you would put them in that bed, a baby would immediately pop
Yes,
out.
yes,
like the
yes.
little
No
crate-
pregnancy.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
remember
the
that.
cradle,
Yeah.
yeah.
See,
Be like, oh, got a kid now.
I also logged hours playing that game. However, like the most of what's occupied in my mind during that time is Roller Coaster Tycoon. I would play
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
all the time.
Yeah. I love those sandbox games.
They're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're great. But The Sims, like, it was actually a pretty good like writing tool, because you would just like be like, how do I want to fuck shit? It gives you space to like project all your weird creative impulses on.
100%.
Wouldn't you agree? Like
100%.
it was a good like
It was
sandbox.
Also, it was also
yeah.
like a morality thing, you know?
Yes.
Because for me, my first reaction was like, well, I want them to be the mayor. I want them to have a successful
Yeah,
life. I want them
yeah.
to have nice things. I want them to be happy.
Right.
But then there's part of me that's like, I'm going to drown them in the pool.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
it's like such a duality of our minds.
It's such a weird god thing,
Yes.
mini god complex that you
It
have.
was so fun to set people on fire.
To set people
Oh.
on fire, to remove the
When
bladder
Yes,
from the pool. Yes,
exactly.
yes, yes.
Yeah, honestly, too. Like, if we could go back and like look at the houses that we created, it would be a wonderful eye back into our personal
100%.
style at its very
Sure.
beginnings.
Yes.
I remember I used a lot of cheetah print.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. They had a whole line.
They had a whole
the couch,
thing.
the carpet, there was like a rug,
The
Yeah.
cheetah print at the time was like
shake.
the chic, and that was like the peak.
And
the
also,
pinnacle.
this was around the same time period that we're talking about, which
With
is
AVRIL.
With AVRIL.
2003, 2004.
Yeah.
Like, this was around when this time was.
It was
Wow.
a beautiful time.
It
yeah.
was.
For
were
me.
you like in middle school, high school then?
Yeah.
Okay.
High
yeah.
school.
So I think
2003.
we're around 2008. I graduated.
Okay, I graduated in 2003, so it's
2003.
fine.
Love
Yeah,
that,
but it's
love
all the
that.
I don't
same.
lie about my age. It's fine. But
honey.
it's such a beautiful time.
It was beautiful.
You
It was
know.
truly a beautiful time. And honestly, I always say the age of the metrosexual.
Yeah.
Did you find
Sure.
yourself dating a metrosexual man?
You know what is so tragic? Every guy I've ever dated has been the same person.
Which
is what?
Just like a white guy with
Yeah.
brown hair and like
Yeah.
medium build.
And
Okay.
like not necessary. What kind of like flavor are they? What are they serving in terms of flavor?
Well, I like
How did that personality taste?
sense of humor,
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
intelligence,
Mhm.
being a good person,
Yes.
Yeah.
being self-sufficient.
Okay.
I-
What's your husband do?
He's a UCB teacher and a writer
Oh,
in
fun.
LA. Mhm.
Amazing.
Yep, he's like a master improviser.
Ooh, what's his name?
Who is?
His name's Adam McCabe.
Oh,
we
for
know Adam
sure.
McCabe. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
y'all
great.
do?
Yeah,
We know of.
him.
Yeah,
we don't know.
He's
him.
on Bangarang.
We
It's
have
like a
never
yeah,
had the
old school
Bangarang.
pleasure.
name,
We
yeah.
have never had the distinct pleasure of meeting
Adam McCabe.
Well,
But-
when you're in LA,
We're gonna meet.
which y'all were in LA because you did you had Gabe Rasson.
We
With
we were in
Gaberson.
LA for a bit.
yeah, for 2 weeks.
And then I went back. I returned.
Ooh, we can announce maybe prematurely on the pod. We'll be back.
We can announce.
We'll be back in December, maybe for a live show.
Yeah. Oh no,
Maybe
it's not a maybe. It's happening. We
may-
confirmed.
I'm teasing.
Yeah, he was teasing, but I not teased.
And maybe Jackie can do it.
Yeah, and now
she's
y'all have to come on Natch Beaut.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
we wanna
would
come
love
on
to.
Natch Beaut.
I really got ready today. I listened. I put you on. I put on a cheap face mask from a skin sheet mask from Urban Outfitters, and I was like, I'm ready to talk about.
Yeah.
this.
I have a question. Okay, so I do want to make sure that we ask for some beauty tips.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Now-
and then I need to do my I don't think so, honey.
Oh,
that I
yeah.
Oh no,
prepared.
please,
trust us.
We're getting there.
Okay.
All right, but here's
Don't turn that fucking mic
no,
off.
no. Hey,
My
HPJ,
jaw, no.
get your hands off of that mic. Don't turn it off.
Dare you?
How dare you, Joe? How dare you?
What are you asking?
Y'all are so
I'm-
y'all are so special.
What?
I'm telling you, I just
Jackie.
like I said, Bjorg versus McEnroe. Here.
Wow.
Well,
It's
who's
just-
McEnroe?
I think Matt's McEnroe.
Yeah.
Because I get really angry.
Yeah. And meanwhile, I have a Swedish simplicity
Yes,
about me.
but
Yes.
it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, well, this is good to know.
What were you going to ask me?
Here's what I'll ask. Okay, so I'm lucky. I have good skin.
Yeah,
I've never.
it's beautiful.
Thank you for saying. I never have had a problem with my skin.
Yeah.
And I think that I thought I found like the key.
Yeah.
To maintain that, which was coconut oil.
Okay.
And then
Oh.
I was told, do not use that on your face. And here's the thing, almost like psychosomatically, here's what happened. I have been like shaving a lot more because a friend of mine said, you look better shaven than unshaven. I was like, okay, I'm going to trust this person. So I've been shaving a lot. Oftentimes when I shave, like my skin will look at its best that day or the next day. And so what I've been doing is I've been putting a little bit of coconut oil on my skin too, because I figured, how could this be bad? And everyone has been complimenting me on my skin lately after I put the coconut oil on. Then I was sitting in the makeup chair on a product I was doing, and the makeup artist was like, I don't even have to do too much to you. What have you been using? And I said, coconut oil. And she looked at me with panic in her eyes and said, don't use coconut oil. It's going to clog your pores.
Yeah.
The next day,
Uh-oh.
there's a little pimple right here. So I think, is it psychosomatic or is coconut oil not good?
You know, this is a debate as old as time.
Oh my
Wow.
God. Along with, religion.
I thought coconut oil was invented 2 days ago.
It's right up there with
religion.
religion and,
the wars.
and the wars.
I've heard coconut oil will create a barrier so it actually won't let moisture in as opposed to moisturizing. But then I've heard it's great.
It says on the little bottle, it says use hands, face,
Yeah.
feet, body. It
It's the
doesn't say-
MacGyver
no,
of
no,
skincare.
I'm sorry, it doesn't
Right.
say face.
Yeah.
On the one I have, and then I was like, but it's been working for me. And then literally the next day, I have like a
Because
pimple.
maybe it's too aggressive for your face skin, which is more sensitive.
I think don't put it on your face.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
However, a lot of people use it to remove their liquid lipstick or their eye makeup. So if it works, do it for you. But I think it's too thick of an oil for your face.
Yes.
She said that
personally.
it made sense.
And your skin isn't oily enough. Like my skin is super oily, and so I feel like it would like I've started to use oil cleansers every now and then, and I found that it's better at
yeah,
just still moisturizing while stripping down dirt. Like
yeah.
you don't have your skin is pretty.
Here's what I want. I want
Combination.
just something that's gonna like make me look fresher. Because
Yeah.
oftentimes, like if I don't get a
Brightening.
lot of sleep, I
Brightening.
will get the bags under my eyes, and
Yeah.
it's hard to get away. And I like that's what I'm really looking for. It's
Yeah.
just like a more kind of like youthful appearance in
Yeah.
my eyes. Like
a
what should I-
brightening,
Yeah.
brightening serum,
A
like
brightening serum?
a vitamin C for the morning.
Serums daily or no?
Yeah.
Daily. Okay.
Pile
And then
them
what is it
on.
like a rub? Like a
It depends on what serum you get. Like I always ask price point. Like, are you a
Yeah.
Sephora girl or are you a Target girl? You know what I
Target
mean?
girl.
Okay, because I was gonna say Drunk Elephant, which
Drunk
is
Elephant.
Sephora.
okay, I'm gonna write that down.
I love that name.
Well, I have
I
it 'cause
know,
it's
and
a
their packaging
badass.
is so cute.
Cute.
In terms of Target price point, I would try Yes to Blueberries.
Okay.
You know, yes
Oh my God,
to-
Jackie, this is
Yes
you're such
to.
a resource.
You know they have Yes to Carrots, Yes to Tomatoes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes to
Blueberries.
Bakakis.
Uh-huh.
They have them all.
Yeah.
But I think just make sure, but I'm pretty sure the Yes to Blueberry would be a great like antioxidant one, and it's like $8. It smells delicious.
Okay,
Wow.
good. I can't wait.
And
Okay.
you can
I
get
love
Yes to at
scrubs.
Target.
You know
they
what I
got
love?
scrubs.
I love like the kind of like salt scrub in the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What are
On
the-
your face?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like to put it on my face. It just makes me feel
Sure.
alive.
Yeah. I
Just-
love that
I need to
too.
get that.
An
Just something
invigorating scrub.
But don't exfoliate too much.
No.
No.
Well, that's
don't know any
again.
of the
That's another
rules.
debate.
I don't know because men, I feel like can handle it. Because your
Uh-huh.
skin is different. It's just a fact. I heard Pharrell does a hardcore exfoliation every day,
Wow. and he looks like a baby.
and he looks fantastic.
He
Now-
does.
Jackie, I don't want to just like hog up this time for your
Yeah.
advice, but
I would love it. This is what I live for.
okay, great.
Yes, come on. This is
I think
a
I have,
talent.
I have the shiniest face in the world, and
Yeah.
even if when I do switch to an oil cleanser,
Yeah.
it doesn't make that big of a difference.
What are you using daytime? You doing a moisturizer?
Here's what I'm doing.
Okay. Because they make great like oil control
Got
stuff.
it. Even the oil control, I'm like, is this real? I'm
Yeah.
doing now. I'm just doing a basic natural, like
Mm-hmm.
aloe green tea, whatever the heck, face wash,
Cleanser.
tone.
Good. I'm happy to hear that.
Then
The game is strong.
I'm gonna put. I have every now and then, twice a week, I'll put a little bit of essence on, and then
this.
do moisturize. I'm sticking to like Korean stuff.
Yes.
like at least the routine.
Yes.
And I can't tell if it's working. Like, I truly don't see a difference. There's nothing discernible for me. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know if I'm still shiny and stuff. And like, I don't know if like, is dewy supposed to be good? Because dewy for me is like extra shine.
Well, that's the thing. The grass is always greener. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I wish my hair was curly. And then a curly-haired person says, I wish my hair was straight.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd kill for a do, honestly.
You would?
At this stage, I would kill for a do. When I was schlepping through New York earlier today, I was like, oh, I'm dewy. Like I felt
Yeah.
sweat on my face, and I
Uh-huh.
don't sweat really that much. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, oh my God, I'm dewy right now.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so
I
grass
want
is
to
always
recommend
greener.
something for you.
Please. Okay, she's looking something up.
Well, I'm going to go on NatchBeaut.com.
Natch Beaut.
Because this is the best resource for it. Because what happens is my guests come on,
NatchBeaut.com.
and then you can search anything.
Wait,
so,
I didn't know the website was this much of a source.
Oh no, it's a whole blog.
honey,
It's like, there's so
we
much on there.
Don't play.
No,
I
this is
love
a
this.
goddamn brand.
It is a brand, and basically, I've had guests on and that had oily skin, and then here we go.
You have a
Then-
good mix of guests on. Too.
I try, yeah.
Such a good mix.
Yeah, we try to keep it just interesting, fun, fresh. So all kinds of people.
Yes.
But then some indie brand owners, some makeup artists, some comedians, some actors, some artists, some writers,
I
but just
love
all
that.
types of people.
Yeah.
Primarily women, but we just try to, I like
Full
everyone's
sample.
opinion. I don't want to just have on people who want to only use what I use or whatever.
yeah.
You know?
No.
I have
that's
people who
great.
don't even wear makeup come on and they go, I think this industry is bullshit and like, whatever. And I'm like, cool, I want to hear about that. kind
Love
of
that.
thing. So,
Love
yeah.
that. Ooh, Jackie's a pro.
I'm trying to find this
She's a
one
pro.
product for you, especially if you like Korean.
Yeah.
Honey.
Oh, honey.
Honey, you're going to love. Here it is.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
So my friend Amy Spalding was on, who's cute as a bug. She
Amy.
writes
He's a bug.
She writes LGBT what's the young
YA?
adult
Yeah.
novels.
YA.
This is her new book right here.
Oh.
Okay, let me find this product. Have you ever heard of CosRx?
No.
It's a Korean brand, but
Okay.
the thing about Natch Beaut is I try to only talk about cruelty-free, like we were talking about, so
Yes,
not
yes,
just on
yes,
animals.
yes.
And unfortunately, Korea banned animal testing, 100% banned.
love,
but if they
but-
sell in mainland China, then they are, then they test on animals because it's like part of the.
China sucks,
It's
yeah.
There's a loophole.
I think it'll change though because more people are getting wise to it. So there's some Korean brands that test on animals, but there's some that don't. CosRx is one of them that doesn't, and you can get it at Riley Rose if you live in a metropolitan area. Then Riley Rose is like the new cousin of Sephora. It's like all cute, millennial, and whatever. Oh, they have CosRx there. They have like moisture pads. They have essences. They have the best sunscreen because are we sunscreening, boys?
We're
Honestly,
sunscreening every now and
not
then.
when I don't have to.
Yeah,
I
but
really
we
should be
need to.
doing it all
We
the
need
time.
to.
We need to.
I know. I know.
We-
It's like rule number one.
I'm telling you,
Truly.
especially in New York.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's all the toxic crap in the air from the cars and
Yeah.
everything coming at us. Okay, I'm finding.
So you're
this.
here in New York, and are you feeling like ugh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's a lot. Okay, Murad oil control mattifier,
Okay, I need a mattifier.
SPF 15, which isn't enough SPF if you ask me.
Sure.
But definitely need to get that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
And then the CosRx, aloe soothing sunscreen SPF 50 PA+++.
What's the PA?
That's the UVA and the UVB rays.
Oh.
If you are buying a sunscreen that doesn't have PA++ on it, it's not doing anything for you.
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
not blocking those UVAs, honey.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
There's UVA and UVB. If it says broad spectrum, that's not enough. It needs to say broad spectrum SPF PA++++.
Here's something. Here's something I want to know.
Yes.
When are you putting on too much stuff?
Yeah.
I
it's a
want to know
slippery
that.
slope.
I want to know that because honestly, like I know that all this stuff would be good, but
Right.
like how many even stuff you ingest, like vitamins is too much.
Right,
Stuff
right,
you put
right.
in your skin is too much. Like
Right.
what's like? I guess everyone's different.
Listen to your body.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to your skin. When you do skincare, you're supposed to do thinnest to thickest so that your face absorbs everything right. If you ever do a skincare routine and your skin, you feel stuff on it afterwards, or it's like you can see it pilling under your fingers,
Yeah.
you didn't do it right or something's not agreeing with you. So it's all about trial and error.
Love that.
And having
Yeah.
fun. But there is a routine, like you were saying, there's
Yes.
you cleanse, then you tone,
Tone.
then you serum, then you moisture.
Yes.
And then you do an oil after if you need one, but I think y'all don't need an oil.
There you go. But it's serum before moisture. Because
Serum before. Oh, and eye cream after toner, because if you put too much shit, your eye cream will be blocked.
Wow.
And I'm trying to get that eye area looking snatched.
Yeah, me
looks
too.
it looks snatched
It
on
does look
Jackie.
extremely
Listen,
snatched.
I've been up since early hours, you
and
know?
she doesn't look. She looks fresh.
Listen, I try to keep fresh for
You know,
y'all.
you know what I did when I was home, because my parents just had it lying around, and I just read on some blog to do it. I did just pure Manuka honey on my face. 10
Very
minutes.
moisturizing, right?
Yeah, 10 minutes. Wash it off. My skin felt like a baby's ass. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
It's a very hot product right now.
Right, and
ingredient.
and you eat a spoonful of it, and like a cold goes away. I love it.
Oh, wow.
I need that.
It is like a miracle thing.
Because you know what I woke up with today?
Uh-oh.
The tiniest little thing in the back of my throat.
We're gonna-
and it can't be.
Humidifier. And maybe we go to Whole Foods after this, buy some Manuka honey.
We're gonna get some Manuka honey after this.
Is
After
there a
this.
Whole Foods
You and I,
near
we're gonna
here?
get
There's
together. We're gonna
on
get
3rd
Manuka honey.
Street and 3rd Avenue. If you
Oh
go
my God.
down that way.
We need to get on Manuka honey.
I'm going down.
Wait, I want to ask Jackie one final question before we move on. I don't think so.
final
I
question.
really, because I admire your lifestyle so much. Because on top of all this, you're vegan, and I would imagine that it's so exhausting having to like curate your choices. And just have to research everything that you consume. But so is the way to sort of like combat that, like just to like find joy in that research, or
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, I always say on Natch Beaut, do your damn best.
yeah,
Do your damn best. Forgive yourself. Love yourself. Live your life one day at a time.
Yes.
And do your best. So it's so crazy the levels of veganism and how deep you can go.
Oh, yeah.
You can just decide one day, like, I'm done eating meat. I'm done eating dairy. But
Yeah.
then you still wear your Nikes. You still,
Sure.
you know, so many things. You still use Neutrogena, whatever, tests on animals, whatever.
Yeah.
So there's so many layers to it, and it's just, it gets really crazy.
Yeah.
So do your best. In terms of cosmetics, like you just said, Manuka honey. I don't use Manuka honey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of,
right, because of veganism. Yeah.
Right. I do my best.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. But
And I've bought things on accident, and then I get home and
Dang.
I was about to like write up about it on natchbeaut.com, like, oh my God, this amazing new brow product that I got at a vegan retreat.
oh,
And
it
I
wasn't
get
vegan?
home and there's lanolin in it, which is derived out of sheep's wool. Which I'm like, I don't really want that on my face, but also I don't like the idea. It's fine. You know, the wool industry is a
Dang.
whole other thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, fuck, I'm not going to shout this out, but I'm not going to throw it away. I'm going to
No.
use it till
Yeah,
it's done.
till it's
Yeah.
done.
Release.
Yeah.
Release, forgive myself.
Yes.
And
for
forever.
having 1 week minute for not Googling it before I bought it.
It's
Oh,
okay.
Even though a vegan fucking recommended it to me,
Damn.
but whatever.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many layers to it. So everybody do your best.
Sure.
If you really want to be all vegan with your cosmetics, you just have to only buy from vegan brands.
Yes.
It's the easiest way.
Got it.
How long has this been an interest of yours? Like beauty in general? Like
Well, I was raised by a very glamorous. My mother's like, well, glamorous
from the
rodeo
where,
queen.
Where from? Texas.
Dallas.
Texas.
Yeah.
So then, like, were there pageants?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
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 Yeah. I love that.
Oh yeah.
Pageant. You have a pageant background.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Take
Oh,
it
yeah.
seriously.
Well,
We
Like-
look back on it fondly. Complicated.
complicated.
Yeah.
Basically, I was a singer as a child, and I was really good. I mean, I've posted videos of it that I wept when I saw now, because it's just so powerful to see a little girl singing a song about heartbreak so earnestly, which
Wow.
she literally has no idea.
Yep.
Like, I was 3.
One of my favorite things.
3 singing Crazy by Patsy Cline at the State Fair, Texas.
Oh.
On the
One of the
main
most layered
stage.
ones, yeah.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you. So
Yes.
like it's powerful. So I was a good singer. I had a vocal coach, and she was like, "Oh, you should do pageants," because her granddaughter did pageants. And so my parents were like divorced and busy, and they were kind of like, "Yeah, sure, go take voice lessons, do that.
Sure.
Get out of the house. I'm busy."
Mm-hmm.
So I just started doing them, but I was kind of like Little Miss Sunshine. Like I was kind of clueless and was always the one with like the crappiest dress and like, you know. And the award for the child who got the least help from their parents, Lisa Simpson.
Oh my god.
You know, but it was interesting, and I look back at it, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, my mom, I had a lot of curlers. I wore a lot of curlers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, but it's a thing.
That's
It's
cool.
crazy.
I don't know. It's easy for me as an outsider to romanticize all this for you, but you know,
Right.
yeah. But that's but then it
I-
sort of got you where you are today.
I guess I don't remember enjoying it.
Yeah. Okay.
But
that sucks.
But I'm sure I did it on some level, because why was I doing? I could have been like, I would rather sit at home and play The Sims. You know what
Sure.
I mean?
Yeah.
But I wasn't that deep into it. My friend was like Little Miss Texas, this, and this title.
She
had
was snatching
huge
trophies.
For real. Yeah.
Trophies taller than her,
Yeah.
crowns that would hit the ceiling of this room. I mean, she was like super into it. And I feel like always seeing her, and then I would always win talent, but I would never win overall ever.
Yeah,
And it's kind of shitty
That's
on
pretty
it. It felt shitty, you know?
Honestly, okay, here's the thing, Jackie. You're out there, Texas pageant circuit, winning talent trophies. You have that in common with Beyonce.
Yeah.
So just
I mean,
just
listen,
hold that, you know?
But it set me up for all this. I love the idea of like accessible glamour.
Yes,
And,
absolutely.
And everyone deserves that.
Yes.
And finding how to get that in your life and what you want to use and not use and tracking that and just doing what makes you feel the most beautiful
Ooh.
on the inside and out. And that beauty is for you. It's
Yes.
not for anyone else. It's for you.
Oh, I love that.
So that's kind of what Natch Beaut is. And I just love Natch Beaut. We mainly talk with comedians, you know,
yes.
and my friends that are actors of it. And I'm just like, so what are you using right now?
Yeah.
Well, I'm using this. Why? I don't know. I've been using it for 8 years. Does it work? I guess. Honey, I can find you something that works better, that's not
Yes.
tests on animals, that, you know, supports women of color, you know, all these other
Love
things.
that, love that.
And that's kind of what it is. We're
And-
just having fun.
And also, a word commonly used on the pod, honey.
Honey.
Yeah.
I know we know something about that. You were honey.
My fans are called the Honeys.
The Honeys.
And they name
Listen,
themselves
Honeys.
that.
I love that.
They name themselves that. Well, that's why
I do think so, honeys.
that's why this resonates so deeply with me, your work, because I get it. I almost
It's
bought a
just
shirt.
a word.
Have y'all ever heard of Mystique Boutique?
No.
No.
I saw it I walked past it. It's on Canal. It's kind of in that area, but I went in and they had a shirt that said honey,
Ah.
but they were
Did
all
you go
out of
shopping
my
today?
size. Yeah, I kind of just went around
like,
and did
looked
my
around?
thing.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
You
I
had
got
it
a
to the house.
salt bagel with vegan schmear.
I love a salt
Welcome
bagel.
to New York.
I love
Thank
'em.
you. Thank
Oh,
you for
love
saying
'em.
that.
Well
because
done.
we need to legitimize salt bagels.
I agree. I didn't even know they were a thing. My friends that live in LA that are from New York, they used to always buy bagels and I'd always eat them. And I was like, what is this? Because I am a salt freak.
I love.
I add salt to almost everything.
Oh yeah, Matt and I are little sodium boys.
We're little
Yes.
sodium boys. If we get into the restaurant and there's soy sauce, it's on.
It is
what
on.
I'm eating.
Yes.
My sister, as she's listening, hi Yang. My sister will always get on my case about before I even taste the food, putting salt on it.
Yeah.
She's like, "Why are you doing that? Like, you don't have to do it yet."
brings out the taste.
There you
It
go.
sure does.
It sure does. Now,
Just a little bit on top, baby.
And
There you
also
go.
when people, I now I have my I don't think so, honey. Never mind.
okay, I just want to say, Jackie, that was a great
Yeah.
answer about.
I just realized one.
Amazing. That was. I love that answer about your approach to veganism, or just your suggestion to everyone to just do their best, because even at whatever layer they're
Yes.
at,
we all
there's-
know how fucking horrible it is by now.
What do
We
you
all
mean?
know.
Oh,
you know,
the culture or what?
just
the
treatment
world
of animals.
Yes,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. You'd have to be blind and deaf.
Yeah, and all the reasons.
Because
the
that's-
environmental
yes.
impact, the health, we all know.
That's 'cause-
it's
yeah.
hard to rehabilitate your brain and
Yeah.
life around this entire new set of principles that we have not been told our whole life. I mean, I grew up in Texas in the 90s.
Yeah. Oh,
You think I
Right.
don't know my way around the Chili's menu,
Yes,
bitch?
yes.
I know my way. Okay.
Ooh,
So what
Cajun chicken
was
with
there
pasta.
recently a documentary with Natalie Portman that she did about it?
Yeah.
It's called Eating Animals.
Eating Animals.
Yeah,
by
I haven't
Jonathan
seen it.
Safran
I don't
Foer.
need
Seen
to.
it.
I don't need to.
Yeah, 'cause
Like
you- 'cause you're-
Earthlings, I don't need to see it.
Because you're aware already of the
I don't.
realities.
I know it all.
Yeah.
I know it
God.
all. And there's
Yeah.
a ton of docs. Cowspiracy.
Cowspiracy we got to watch. But
I mean, they're all great.
Eating
but
Animals is specifically about factory farming. They focus on factory
I see.
farming.
I don't.
And you know all that already.
I don't need to see it. It'll only upset me.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm
it'll
well
put you through
aware.
it. Yeah.
I'm well aware.
But I
Yeah.
was just, and I think the point of the documentary is what Jackie's alluding to is that any level, any layer you're at in veganism, you will make an impact in some
Right.
way, and that's just
be down with it. Like, I have friends and family members who literally won't eat a meal without meat on the plate. They won't.
that's crazy.
And do you? But
Yeah.
I think I'm just down if you're down to like go get some with me and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just, you know, little differences everywhere.
And make a little change. It goes a long way.
Oh,
Right.
and babe,
At first.
all the vegan restaurants out there, cute as hell,
Oh.
delicious food.
Tasting cute as hell.
There you go,
That's a new
Lizzo.
song by Lizzo.
Okay, tasting cute as hell.
I've been having the most amazing like vegan food trip around New York.
Yes.
My honeys gave me tons of recs.
Yes.
There's some diner in Brooklyn.
Are you meeting up with the honeys while you're
Yeah.
here?
I heard you're
Thursday.
doing a meetup. Yes, that sounds so fun.
Yeah.
That's
I
great.
want to give back. I'm
Give
just
back.
kidding.
Give
No,
back.
I just need somebody to tell me they're listening.
I went.
You know how untangible this is.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
It doesn't feel like anyone's listening.
But then the people who do are just the best.
Yes.
And great vegan restaurants in Montreal. I went to one with Julio, and it was delish.
Oh yes,
Amazing
I remember
brunch.
you guys did this.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I think it's time.
I think it's time.
For I Don't Think So, Honey. So Matt and I will go first. This is
Okay.
I Don't Think So, Honey. This is, of course, our minute-long segment where we take 1 minute to rally on something in culture. And
Yep.
I would say thanks to Jean-Ganet Ramsey in that review, we're returning to form here.
John Gannett, by the way, needs to be a writer if they're not.
Oh,
that
wonderful
was so
review.
beautifully
Beautiful prose.
put. Yes.
Beautiful prose
Beautiful prose.
and honest. Okay.
You need to write for Up Rocks or something.
Ooh.
And also, just by the way, FYI, you guys, September 22nd, we are at the Brooklyn Comedy Festival at Brooklyn Bazaar doing I Don't Think So, Honey live with some talent to be announced.
We don't yet have a time, which I think is bizarre. And this is the tea, but we'll find out.
We'll find out.
And we'll let you know. Okay, so Matt, I think you have one. I
well,
think I have
it's
one.
so funny that you said we're going to be turning a leaf on this episode because of the review, and now we're literally
but
I think
no,
we have one.
I will be biting. But this is Matt Rogers' I Don't Think So, Honey. His time starts now.
I don't think so, honey. People, when I'm out with you at dinner and I put some lemon on the food and you say, oh, why did you do that? Because lemon is good, bitch. That's why I put the lemon on there, because to make it taste better. If you're going to have a food or a fish, especially fish, without lemon, you're fucking sick. I want lemon all over my food, honey. In fact, drenched. Like Shelley Winters in the Poseidon Adventure. I want to see this fish drenched in
30
lemon.
seconds.
And then don't take a tone with me when I try to elevate your dining experience with your nonsense. You know what a bland-faced... You know what a plain fish tastes like? A bland fish. You need lemon, especially on your fried food. Your fried fish. Are we allowed to eat fish? No, vegans can't eat this.
The ocean's fucked.
5 seconds.
I don't think so, honey. No lemon.
Okay, and that's 1 minute. Matt had to ask the question, is fish okay to eat for vegans?
I so agree. And also lime. If there's a lime, I'll toss that on there. I'll fuck with a
yeah.
lime.
Honey.
I'll fuck with a lime on some Thai food.
Honey, I will put lime all over
Honestly,
my treat.
they need to put more than one wedge. More than one wedge.
Honey.
Throw me a whole handful of wedges.
If I have
my
food in front of me
God.
and a lime, thank
it's
you,
going
God.
on. It is going on.
I say thanks, God, for the lime. And when there was a news story, that a few years ago we were going to be low on limes because of the situation.
Yes.
That was a dark day. I was like, we need limes.
Wow.
Can I tell you something? Do y'all remember the avocado epidemic of 2017? Do you know why that was? Because McDonald's came up with a new sandwich with avocado on it, and it caused a worldwide avocado shortage.
I thought that was a cartel thing. No?
That's not what I heard.
And she's got inside sources at Camp AVRIL.
Jackie's got camp sources.
I'm all over McDonald's Twitter, honey.
Oh my God, I love that.
I feel that my I Don't Think So, Honey was good for the first 40 seconds.
You know what? It was pretty strong.
I loved it.
It was strong. I liked
Thank you
it.
for the love. It's Bowen Yang's I Don't Think So, Honey.
Okay, here we go. I've got it.
His time starts now.
I Don't Think So, Honey. MTV. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm coming after all of Viacom. No, not all of Viacom. We love Comedy Central.
Such great programming.
But
honestly.
MTV, you were like this cultural pall in my childhood where kids at school, I famously did not grow up with cable. Kids at school, your social currency was your knowledge of whatever the fuck happened on the hills the night before. Bitch, I did not blink an eye, bat an eye, when they announced this faux Hills reboot was happening.
30 seconds.
Okay, here's the deal. Whitney's not coming back. Lauren's not coming back. And what that other fucking...
Kristen Cavallari.
Kristen.
She's back.
Okay, but listen... Also, I Don't Think So, Honey. The Hills, bitch. What a fucking nothing
15
show.
seconds.
A fucking bland milquetoast ass show in which nothing ever fucking happened. We did not know why Lauren and Heidi got into a fight, right?
5 seconds.
Fuck MTV. Fuck The Hills. Fuck the VMAs, and fuck the VMAs for enabling people like Madonna to dress up like a fucking Post Malone doll and desecrate Aretha's name.
That's 1 minute and an hour.
Thank you.
Here's the thing that I want to say about the Hills reunion.
What?
I said it would have been the funniest thing ever if they all came out on stage and said, everyone, we're happy to announce the Hills is returning, and Elsie wasn't there.
Yeah.
And they said, and It's true. And if they all moved to the side and in the back, the door came open and a bigger fanfare that J-Lo got. LC walked down the stairs. Everyone's in the audience screaming. Beyonce's on her feet screaming and crying. And LC looks so beautiful in a floor-length gown. And she's like, that's right. I'm returning to the hills. I said that should have been what happened.
Okay.
I used to always see them at the clubs when I first moved
yeah.
to LA at
Ledoux?
Ledoux.
I used to always see them at Ledoux.
I remember moving to the city when the city was coming out.
Whitney
and
Port's The City.
truly nothing happened on
Yeah,
that show.
because she was nothing happened in her personality.
Do you remember the Hills or the Laguna Beach theme song?
Let the rain fall down and wake my dreams. Let it wash away my sanity. 'Cause I wanna hear the thunder. I wanna scream. Let the rain fall down. I'm coming clean. I'm coming clean. That song actually had a good
Yes.
Okay, but that chorus could have shaved off that last "I'm coming clean." It's too long.
It was indulgent.
It was indulgent.
Yeah.
It all comes back to Hillary Duff. That's rule number 29 of culture.
It all comes back to Hillary Duff. And also, we can never forget. The rest is still unwritten.
Natasha. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so this
Okay.
is Jackie
I'm
Johnson.
so excited. I've prepared, if that's okay.
This
Come
is-
on, honey.
This hits my process-oriented
Okay.
centers so hard. I love this Jackie. This is Jackie Johnson's I Don't Think So, Honey. Her time starts now.
Going to bed without taking your makeup off? I don't think so, honey. I know you're tired. I know life is hard, but take 5 minutes
Yes.
and take care of that damn face. Do you want to attract eyelash mites? They live on your face right now. Google it,
No.
sweetie.
No.
Grab the cleanser. Wash those dead skin cells off. If you don't, pores are going to clog.
No.
Skin's going to be dull.
Damn.
You're going to get wrinkles because sleeping in makeup breaks down your skin barrier and ages your face. And you know how youth obsessed our culture is.
Shit.
As
So-
Heidi
30
says,
seconds.
as Heidi says, one day you're in and the next day you're out. Youth is wasted on the
plume.
young. Don't be lazy and don't take your youth for granted. Do a nightly skin routine. And if you won't, at least get a damn makeup wipe and drag it across your
15 seconds.
face before going to bed. I have 6 words for you. I don't think so, honey.
And that's 1 minute. Triumphant.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
That was amazing.
And
Also-
that's a PSA for everybody.
Yes, and educational above all else.
Did you know about eyelash mites? That they live on
No,
their
okay,
faces?
this is what we have to talk about. We have to talk about eyelash mites. That sounds very scary and threatening.
They are called follicle mites, and they are on all of our faces right now.
Oh my God.
And if you don't wash off your makeup, then it makes them way worse.
Is-
If you ever see like little rednesses around people's nose and eyes, that's probably what it
mites.
is.
They're the
I'm
mites.
telling you, they're in our follicles. They mate. They.
They're fucking in our hair,
They're
Bowen.
fucking in
Damn
our eyelashes. They're meeting their soulmate. They're having children.
in
They're
my
raising
eyes.
families.
Okay, that's hot.
They have full lives
That is
on
really
our
hot.
face.
That's really hot,
It's beautiful.
actually.
I want to
Isn't
fuck
that
on an
kinda beautiful?
eyelash. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I want to live.
Wait,
My Airbnb is basically an eyelash.
Ooh, where are you staying?
Lower East Side.
Oh, well, then that's an eyelash, honey. I don't even know what that means. No, here's the thing.
Blink, blink.
Can I be vegan but also eat deep fried eyelash mites? I think
mean-
we can make one exception.
Yeah.
At the-
Well,
at the-
there is something to eating bugs because
Right.
it's a more sustainable protein source.
Sure.
And you could argue that they don't have like what is
Souls.
it, endocrine systems or something.
Yeah, but you
So-
could argue with that.
So I don't know. There is something to that.
Sure.
I feel like someone's asked me before, like, would you eat crickets? And it's like, I don't need that. But if
Yeah.
we ever get to a point in society, which we will because
Where
we're
you
running
must.
out of our resources, if we need a sustainable protein source,
Yeah.
then maybe I'll bust out some crickets.
Right.
You know,
why
I don't
not?
know.
I mean, they don't have
Sprinkle
an
them on a
endocrine
salad.
system.
Right,
so-
right. I don't
There you
know.
go. I was going to say soul, but endocrine system as well. I fucking love this episode.
This episode, let me tell you something. It actually, I think through conflict,
Yeah.
through the Avril
came
Kelly
together.
conflict, we came together.
Absolutely.
And I think it's a historic episode because I was forced to admit some of Kelly's faults.
This is huge, Jackie.
I mean, Kelly doesn't even write her own songs.
Yes, she does.
I'm just kidding. Yes, she does.
She writes half of them.
Yes, she does.
Roughly half.
roughly half.
She actually wrote my favorite song that she does, which is actually the song that we're going to sing.
Close out too.
Close out to because we close
I
out every time
can't
with the song.
wait.
But here we have to say, subscribe to Natch Beaut
Yes.
and be listening to Natch Beaut
Yes.
and be on NatchBeaut.com because it's not like there's some
Telling you,
I
hot,
can't
hot
wait.
something for
tips.
everybody on there.
I love. Oh God, I love a good. If it's a funny beauty blog, I'm down. I'm sold. Here we go.
Sounds like you're gonna be a consumer.
Oh yes.
Are you gonna be a honey?
I'm gonna be.
You're gonna be honey. I think we are.
Honey, we're honey.
I think honey, we're honeys.
Yeah.
This is my favorite Kelly Clarkson song, and she wrote these words. 'Cause I want you to know that it doesn't matter where we take this road. Someone's gotta go, and I want you to know you couldn't have led me better, and I want you to move on. So I'm already gone. And I guess it'll be easy to skip through the karaoke parts if you didn't like that.
Jean Genet.
Jean Genet Ganoose. Bye.
Forever Dog.
This has been a Forever Dog production. Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey. For more original podcasts, please visit foreverdogpodcasts.com and subscribe to our shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Keep up with the latest Forever Dog news by following us on